This is a special edition of Late Night Health. I'm Mark Alyn. We're going to spend some time with Art Lewin. Art is an entrepreneur's entrepreneur. He has several different businesses that we're going to talk about today here on Late Night Health. First of all, Art has Art Lewin Bespoke Clothiers. That's for men and women, and they're custom clothing. Is that correct?
That's right, 100%.
100%. I
Yes,
got it right once.
yes.
And today we still need to dress up. I was just telling Art there was a study that came out within the last couple of weeks. If you're working at home and you kind of roll out of bed and go over to your computer, you're not as productive if you get dressed first. I've been working out of the house for years because working out of my studio or connecting with some kind of technology. And I always get dressed before I come to the office. Do you agree with that, Art?
100%. I do. I do the same thing. So when I'm working out of my home, I get dressed. I take my shower, brush my teeth, do whatever I have to do, and put on. I don't put on a tie, but I'll put on nice pants and a custom made shirt and a sport coat. So
And it's interesting because today, because we are working from home and we're using Zoom or any of the other services that allow people to connect like we are right now and safe distance, one of the things I wonder about, do we need to dress up with a shirt and tie anymore?
it I mean, in my little world, my niche in the custom clothing business, everybody who I see loves dressing up. So I have to say yes, and for my world. That's pretty much all I pay attention to. I don't care about really the outside world, what they're wearing. I just need to go cater after my little niche that I've created over my 32-year tenure in doing what I do. So I say yes. Even dressing with nice pants and a nice shirt, you feel better than just going around with shorts and a tank top or a t-shirt.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And though I can't get into shoes anymore because I'm at the house, I don't put on my shoes. I keep those outside, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Would you say that there's a psychological benefit? And we are, after all, late night health, and we're talking about clothing.
sure.
Can dressing up make you feel good, make you feel better, make you feel successful so that
I,
you can be more productive?
Mark, that's pretty much what I sell. It's when you dress up, you just feel better. You have more confidence. You're more alert, and I think it shows for people because when I'm doing business out of the home, I speak on the phone a lot. So if I feel good about myself, I think they could feel that on the other side of the line. Wouldn't you agree? I mean, to that?
It's interesting to me that a lot of people don't understand quality clothing.
Right,
My father was a clothes horse,
right.
and
I love those clients.
I know, yeah, I wish he was still with you. He used to take me downtown, and he would, he'd be able to buy a suit in the wholesale district
Sure.
downtown, and it would be a perfect custom suit. And then once I got married, I thought I don't need to go with that anymore. I bought the most atrocious bright blue turquoise suit. He laughed. He was hysterical when he saw me in this thing. And it was polyester knit, double knit. It was awful. Whatever led me to anyway. Tell me about your clothing itself and why it will make somebody who wears it, men or women, better.
So what we do, my niche is being a custom clothier. So what that means is when I see a client, when they come into my showroom here, um, we talk a little bit. I would get to know what they do, if they fly a lot, if they drive a lot. I need to know these things before I know what kind of cloth to put them in. So if I need to, for example, I just picked up a client the other day. He tells me he flies 99% of the time he's in the air somewhere. So I know exactly what cloth to go to because it's more wrinkle resilient. Even though it's wool, it's he'll look the same way he put it on when he leaves the airplane. That's what I need to know. And then we make that suit for the individual client. So each suit is made for each individual client.
Years ago, I was working for a company and had to fly quite a bit. And when I fly, I'm very casual.
Right.
Okay, I don't want to, but so I was very casual, and the my boss, the CEO,
Yeah.
um, looked at me like this, and he said, "You sit in the back of the plane."
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's interesting because when I have flown in the front of the plane, I tend
Yeah.
to dress up.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, and that's all psychology. I mean, it all goes into this thing because if you go back 30, 40 years ago, everybody flew dressed up. Today, I like to fly casual. And prior to COVID, my wife and I were taking off to somewhere in the world once a month. And when you're traveling 10, 15, 20 hours, you want to be as comfortable as possible. But however, when I fly locally, let's say, for example, if I have to go to my Scottsdale location, I fly and I'm dressed up to the nines. So as soon as I get off the car, or I'm sorry, the plane, I have an Uber waiting or a driver waiting, takes me to my showroom in Scottsdale. So I'm ready to go.
How did you get into the clothing business to begin with?
Great question. I get that asked all the time. So 32 years ago, 1989, April 1989, I'm sorry, March of 1989, I was selling my last job I had, which was one of 26 jobs that I had prior to getting into this business, the clothing business. I was selling alphanumeric pagers. Do you remember those?
Oh, sure.
Yeah. So this one came along with a live operator. So they'll answer the entrepreneur's name. It makes it sound like they're bigger than what they were. So I went after attorneys, plumbers, contractors. So it made it sound like they had a secretary and they got a alphanumeric message, almost like texting today, on their pager. And so I was knocking on this custom tailor's door in Woodland Hills, 1989, March 1989. A month later, he recruited me and I was working for him. And that's the end of story. So 32 years, fast forward 32 years, here I am doing my own business for the last 27 years. I've been on my own.
Terrific. And you learned the tailoring business
Yes,
from the
from this
guy in
gentleman.
Woodland Hills.
Yep, from this gentleman. Yep, and that was a long time ago.
Well, I grew up in Canoga Park, right
Right,
next to it.
sure. I don't even
And
know if Canoga Park exists anymore. Is it called West Hills?
yeah, well, parts of it are West
Yeah,
Hills,
yeah,
right? They
yeah.
actually have a museum there. I couldn't believe it. About Canoga Park, Owens Mouth.
Really?
Yeah, pretty
Oh, wow.
interesting stuff. Let's talk now about health.
Okay,
We've been talking about mental health. Let's
sure.
talk about Healthy Choice Lab
Okay.
labs.com. That's
Yep.
healthychoicelabs.com.
Labs.com, right?
And I'm curious about why and how you got into that.
For years, a quick little background on it. So for years, I've been taking supplements, whether it be for fitness or protein shakes, vitamins, multivitamins, um, any of those supplements that most people take. So I decided during the pandemic last year, my business, as a matter of fact, my other businesses were shut down. So I started looking, what do I really like and enjoy that I could put into my portfolio, and I went after supplements, and that's kind of how Healthy Choice Labs came together by me being so passionate and including my friends about taking care of their bodies, pre-workout, post-workout, protein shakes, um, glutamine powder for the bones after you work out, and now we even have neural pills to keep you alert and focused. So
It's supplements, of course, we talk about those a lot here on Late Night Health.
mhm.
And one of the things that I was thinking about is that I think more and more people are taking a look at supplements.
Mhm.
Dr. Fauci said take vitamin D, right, for example,
Oh
right
yeah,
now,
yeah.
because they found that people who have severe cases of COVID-19 have
Hmm.
a don't have even the base level of vitamin D. So I take it every day.
Yeah, I mean, now that it's people forget that we need to be outside a little bit, even a little bit. But then during this pandemic, they tell you stay at home doesn't mean stay in your room or in your bed. You need to go get outside and get some of that natural source of vitamin to your body,
Right.
whether it be sun, water, walk, and things like that. So that's how I got into this business, and now we have pretty much all the supplements that you need from. Go ahead. I'm
Well,
sorry.
we have your website up here
Okay.
for both the clothing company and Healthy Choice Labs. What do you say to people, especially doctors,
Sure.
and doctor, you know who I'm talking to right now, that say you don't need supplements. You eat right, it's fine.
People have been telling you that. I mean, people, we know that if we eat right, but some people need a little extra push. If you want to, right now, for example, we have a great diet detox package. If you want to take it, what we call oxy burn. So to burn a little bit as you're working throughout the day, it's kind of burning a little bit more fat, more calories out of your body. We have that. If you need help with sleep, there's tons of sleep aids out there. When your brain, like mine, doesn't stop, sometimes you need a little bit of help. And that's all it is. It's not saying switch over to more supplements, but it's an addition to.
Right, and that's what a supplement is all about.
Yeah, yeah,
And I
that's
think it's
all.
very important. Your one of the things that I like about your products, they're made here in the United States, not overseas.
No, everything is made here and in the United States.
And you
So
followed good manufacturing practices and
everything is
all that.
FDA. Yeah, our factory is FDA approved. We've got all the bells and whistles. We got a 5-star rating on what we do. And the most important, going back, because everything I've done, even though I'm not from this country, I like to do everything in this country because the United States has given me an awesome life that most would just dream of. And me coming from Chile, um, and very, very humble beginnings to where it's a world difference. So everything I do, I try to make, including my clothing. We do everything. My tailor shop is right down about 50 feet that way. You
Got
know,
it.
yeah.
Got
So
it. So do you have anything in a size 40 short? Uh,
always, yeah.
uh, regarding the supplements and the
Uh-huh.
manufacturing of those, they're double inspected, triple inspected, all of that, following the
Yeah.
FDA guidelines and Natural
We
Products Association guidelines.
Yep. Everything has been third party certified. The factory has been third party certified, USDA organic, FDA registered facilities, GMP certified. So we have all these certifications to follow all the guidelines.
What
Yeah.
is your favorite product that you have in your supplement line?
Um, My favorite right now is my probiotic. It kind of cleans you out. It just helps with the cleansing. I'm getting older, so it's
Never.
it's harder as we all know. As we get older, it's harder to keep weight off. And so right now, the probiotic I think is one of my favorites. I have a really great sleep aid that I take. My my what I call it, the the package says take 2 tablets. I
Right.
did that. No, take one. One's good enough. It's a really great sleep aid. Um,
And what is that again?
it's just a sleep aid to help you
Oh, a
sleep throughout the
sleep aid.
night. Yeah, and it's a pure, again, organic, no drugs. It's all natural.
And so that if you take it, it helps you go to sleep naturally, and
Naturally, yeah,
then you don't wake up groggy like you're taking a sleeping pill,
exactly. Yeah,
right?
so it's not a drug. It's not a drug. It's all natural.
And any other special products? I know that you have stuff for pre-workout and post-workout.
Yep, we have the pre-workout, the post-workout. We have protein shakes to supplement during the day because they do say if you. I've traveled a lot, and when I travel to Asia, nothing but the Asians are really really thin.
Yeah.
They're really skinny, right? And I talk to so many of them. They say they eat all day long, but they eat a little bit all day long. So we have supplements, shakes to do that here. And for example, you have a good sized lunch or average sized lunch, not overdo it. 2-3 hours later, if you feel that your energy is going down, you take a supplement, kind of helps you balance out a little bit, and then you're ready for dinner 2-3 hours later.
Rather than a candy bar at 3 o'clock.
Exactly, exactly. So it's a healthy uh, way to stay healthy.
Well, a couple of things we've got between us throughout our time together. Art doesn't even know this. We have a copy of his book between us right now. The cover, Tailor Made Success for Entrepreneurs.
Yes.
We also have his website if you're looking for some clothing and if you're looking for supplementation, because these are high quality, organic supplements that are just absolutely dynamite. Art, I appreciate your time today. Thank you very much. I got to ask you to do 2 things for me.
Tell me.
The first one is just give us a smile.
Okay.
Okay, good. All right, he laughs
Okay.
good. And will you come back sometime?
Of course.
Okay.
Anytime you ask me, I'm here.
All right, you got it. Art Lewin is our guest today here on this special edition of Late Night Health. I'm Mark Alyn. Join us at latenighthealth.com. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.